Konnichiwa. Today we are going to make some delightful cornbread muffins. Yes. So in order to make some delightful cornbread muffins, we are going to need some ingredients. Yes.
That's right. For our recipe, you'll need all-purpose flour, sodium chloride, baking powder, coarse ground cornmeal, Canadian bovine milk, Canadian bovine butter, Canadian chicken eggs, and Greek bovine yogurt.
Now there are many vessels you can use to make your delightful cornbread in. Yes, you can use a cake pan, a muffin pan, bed pan, or even a cast iron pan. So if you docile animals out there decide to make some scrumptious cornbread in a cast iron pan, then you of course will have to preheat it in the contraption known as an oven. Yes, the oven. Of course, once the cast iron pan is hot enough, you will bathe it in the substance known as lard. Yes. A good question would be, what is lard? To answer your unnecessary yet delightful question would be, lard is the rendered down animal fat, and most commonly from the fatty tissue of the uneducated pig.
That's right, folks. The Homo sapiens render down the fat of a defenseless pig to make a gelatinous substance that they use in baking. Why would humanity put that in food? I will never know.
Yum, yum. Now I don't know about you, but I don't want any of that pig lard in my scrumptious cornbread muffins, so we won't be using that today. So another way of making your delightful cornbread is to use the combination of the friendly Canadian cow milk and the high protein Greek cow yogurt. Yes. Or the most commonly used ingredient, buttermilk. Of course, I can hear your thoughts like a deceitful, whiny child. What is buttermilk? It, of course, is not butter and milk. No, wrong. That is not the case.
That's right. Buttermilk is actually made of skim milk, salt, and live cultures. That's great because there is nothing more pleasing to the Homo sapien than digesting living organisms with their voracious stomach acid.
Yes. Now let's not waste any more of my precious time. Let's get started. So grasp hold of a inconspicuous measuring cup and place 1 cup of all-purpose flour and 1 cup, yes, that is 1 cup of the shaggy-like ground cornmeal into a conspicuous glass bowl. Next we are going to add 2 tablespoons of the dry engorging agent known as baking powder, followed by a pinch of the vexed mineral compound known as salt, and we shall then give it a exhaustive whisk with our thermal conductive dinner fork. Now that that is done, in an overweight, quite frankly obese sized glass bowl, crack in 1 virtuous white rough shell chicken egg, followed by adding 0.0211 gallons of yogurt that is permeated with bacteria. Next, we will add some melted, overly polite Canadian bovine butter, and last but not least, a cup of the white mammal gland liquid known as milk, preferably from a bored to death cow. So with the use of your soiled long fingernail index finger, thumb, and this marvelous yet antiquated contraption known as an egg beater, we shall pummel our concoction like one's butthole being pummeled from a invasive colonoscopy. Our next burdensome task is to mix the juiceless dry ingredients with the spineless watery ingredients. So with bum clenching force, grasp hold of a blue sturdy silicone spatula and begin to merge the mixture together. Once merged, like two hot-bothered mating primates, we will scoop and fill our lustrous muffin pan with the feeble wet cornmeal batter. So once our muffin pan is filled, we will throw it into a ice cream melting 400-degree oven, and we shall watch and wait for them to grow impatiently for 1200 seconds. Yes, what fun. So there you are, a delightful and wonderful recipe for you to enjoy. You are welcome, and I'll see you next time.